Welcome to Using Technology for Teaching and Learning with Melinda Turner. Throughout this presentation, you will learn some of the basics of 21st century teaching and learning. You will also learn about the diverse classroom learners and how to use technology to support their learning. You will also hear about Lunch and Learn, which is an opportunity you can use at your school in order to help your teachers develop new ideas. We will also discover the emerging trends in integrating technology in the classroom, as well as how to make sure you address legal and ethical issues. Finally, we will look at best practices for technology integration and an important book that you can use to enhance your understanding of technology in the classroom. 21st century teaching and learning requires a new mindset. 21st century teaching and learning is all about collaborating, problem solving, thinking critically, considering how we can adapt technology for all subject areas, how we can be flexible and provide self-guided direction in learning so that it is based off of students' needs and interests. My mission is to effectively and efficiently integrate technology into my classroom. I want to help my students become creative innovators who can communicate and collaborate with others to solve problems. I want them to use critical thinking skills as well as guide themselves in their own learning. I also want them to become digital citizens so they understand how to use technology through the rest of their life. There are so many types of learners in our classrooms. There are learners that struggle and learners that pick up on ideas very quickly. There are also learners who have different interests, and we need to focus on meeting the needs of all our students. Therefore, we should use technology in our classroom to help provide students with learning and practice opportunities that are personalized to their needs. We can use scaffold support or extend thinking by using this technology and allowing students to explain or present their thinking to others. We want to focus on technology tools that allow our students to participate no matter their ability level. Some of the resources that might be useful in your own classroom are BrainPop, Poplet, Khan Academy, Delicious, Piktochart, WatchKnowLearn.org, using formative assessments, ensuring to set a purpose, and always thinking of how you can incorporate small group and individual instruction. Lunch and Learn is informal training and discussions over a lunch period. This allows teachers to discuss relevant topics, especially those related to technology in the classroom. We want to make sure that our teachers understand the technology they have to use so that they can enhance student learning and increase student engagement. Using a variety of technology resources allows teachers to explore different ways to meet the needs of their students. Lunch and Learn gives all teachers an opportunity to learn new topics in brief, informal discussions. There are many emerging trends in integrating technology in the classroom. First of all, there are various types of learning, including the ones in flipped classrooms, online environments, using collaborative environments, using social networking and games to enhance learning. Gamification is an example where students engage in interactive activities where they have to apply skills that they have learned in the classroom. It also requires them to use critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills in real-world situations. Education has many changes. There is now a paradigm shift as we learn about the new generation of students and the workforce demands that we now have in our world. We need to realize that learning has to be discovery-based and goal-oriented so we can provide immediate feedback. We also need to realize that the new generation equals new needs. Therefore, we need to assess in new ways. We need to involve learning in every place around our world. And we need to center on the learner themselves. We also need to help our students understand the growth mindset. We need to help them use these games and collaborative environments to understand it's okay to make mistakes because they can live and learn through these games. We also can help them reflect and grow with video playback. There are many challenges that come with integrating technology. Sometimes current technology is just not supporting what we wish to do. It's also hard to shift your mindset to a new way of teaching. Sometimes there are not always appropriate evaluation tools, or professional development is not aligned with the technology we should be using in the classroom. We need to understand, though, that education is not about remembering facts, but it's about a way of knowing about our world and how we can use information to enhance the learning of others as well as create new ideas for the world. Now that we've talked about many ways that technology can help enhance student learning, we also need to realize there are a lot of legal and ethical issues we must concern ourselves with. We need to make sure that we understand copyright laws, fair use laws, and what it means by Creative Commons. If we cannot follow these laws, we are going to be setting up our students for failure. We also need to consider technology privacy concerns, plagiarism, and academic dishonesty. We need to help our students not just copy information from the internet, but use their critical thinking skills to help them develop their own thinking and develop their own ideas. We also need to bridge the digital divide. We need to partnership with other organizations so that we can help communities get the types of technology they need. We also need to search for low-cost offers that allow us to bring more technology into the community. Just because a community has access to technology does not mean they are digitally literate. Therefore, we need to provide opportunities for people to learn about technology and how they can use them appropriately. Early education is essential because the more opportunities we provide to community members and our students, the more success they are going to have with technology and the more willing they are going to be to keep technology in their lives. There are many best practices and trends for technology integration that we need to understand. First of all, we need to create positive change. Many people find change hard, and therefore we need to identify the stakeholders who are going to be affected by this change. We need to help them understand the benefits, and we also need to show them how we're going to monitor progress so we can ensure success. We also want to make sure that there's true technology integration. We must think of how we can use technology to meet student needs whenever and wherever. It's not just about using as much technology as possible, but it's about using it appropriately to enhance student learning. We also need to reach out to our community. We need to communicate often through blogs and websites and advertise these blogs and websites in many different ways. The more we can increase the information our community receives, the better they are going to know how we're using technology in the classroom. We can increase this information by providing open house opportunities, not just using other apps. We want to make sure that we use apps that are useful and that also consolidate a lot of information in one place so that these people are encouraged to learn everywhere, but not through so much information that it becomes difficult to manage. We also need to consider funding and budgeting. Funding can come from grants, fundraising within the community, being sure to creatively think about budgeting, and also avoiding professional development programs that cost lots of money. We have staff members that have lots of expertise, and so it's really important to let those staff members share their expertise with others. There are so many educational technology tools all over the world. One that I was particularly interested in was Bringing Innovation to School by Susie Boss. Susie Boss explains how to enhance creativity among students and use problem-solving skills to develop learning projects that are meaningful to students. She also provides many business examples of learning projects that may spark the creativity that you want in your classroom. You can also use these ideas based off of standards and how you can ensure that your instruction is standard-based. Overall, I suggest that there should be a book study to help teachers learn how to develop projects and create a supportive environment within their educational setting. Overall, my journey through this class has really expanded my thinking and made me realize how great technology can be used in the classroom. It's important to make sure you understand technology and you use it in appropriate ways. But now I feel more comfortable in sharing my ideas with others. I also want to help promote creativity, innovation, communication, and collaboration among my colleagues that I work with, as well as throughout the entire school with every student. I want to ensure that my colleagues, as well as myself, use a variety of resources in the classroom so that every student can have their needs met. I want to promote lunch and learn opportunities at my school so that teachers can share their ideas with one another and encourage growth in our teaching techniques. I also want to make sure to share technology trends with my colleagues and stay up to date on these technology trends. Technology can change so quickly that it's really important to stay up to date and know when it is appropriate to take a little bit of time to learn about new technology. I also would like to become more aware of the community assets and needs in my school district. I want to make sure that I understand the community well enough to know how I can support them and be a model for change. Change can be hard, but if I can be one of those positive models, I'm excited to do so. I encourage you to visit my Google site at the link posted above. This is a site where you can learn a little bit more about 21st century teaching and learning and how technology can be integrated within the classroom so that students can be more engaged and teachers can enhance their learning. By no means is this a comprehensive, complete website that has all your needs, but it is a great starting point to learn more about technology and how it can be integrated in your classroom. Thank you for taking the time to check out this site, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video.